Hey there, internets. This is Kyle. Coming to you again with another episode in my journey from $0 to $1 million, launching a new business on the My Business Launch Secrets YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well today. Hope you're kicking ass and taking names. It is still late, per my usual time of recording these things after midnight, wee hours of the morning. Did have a slight nap earlier in the evening, so I guess that gave me a little energy. I do like naps. They're nice, but a little hard to get in when you're working a day job and you got two kids to help your wife out with when you get off work. So, but I managed to squeeze them in nonetheless. So, that worked out well. So today, I'll just talk about kind of what I worked on for the business. Was continue to add a little bit more to the ClickFunnels site, trying to get things actually connected to my domains that I have previously registered through Cloudflare. Which, by the way, if you don't already have domains, go to ClickFunnels.com. I don't have an affiliate link, but they are the absolute cheapest you can get because they sell all their domains at wholesale pricing, meaning they don't tack on any fees. So the price you pay is like that's as cheap as you get them, because they have to pay whoever the domain registration people are. I don't know, internet gremlins or whatever that track all domain names. So right now it's like $9 a year for your typical .com, .net addresses, and that's even cheaper than Google domains, which is who I used to use. They charge like $12. So, and then definitely don't do like GoDaddy or any of those crappy ones. It'd be like $20 a domain or something. So, Cloudflare, that's where it's at. I don't make any money off this comment, but it is what I use. So just use that if you need a domain. Anyway, I've registered many domains over the past 6 or 8 months, just as I brainstorm new ideas of websites that I'd like to have, either currently or maybe in the future. I'll just buy it because it's, again, super cheap. $10 a year. I can afford that expense right now. So I'll buy them with plans to use them at some point. So anyway, I showed you the site, the kind of homepage within ClickFunnels 2.0 that I've been building up. I wanted to connect that to one of those domains. Well, I'd been having some trouble getting my domains connected within ClickFunnels 2.0. That finally worked. I did email back and forth with customer support today, and they answered my questions mostly. I mean, there was one DNS record that was missing, because I had shown him what's in my Cloudflare account. And so, I mean, of course, they don't tell you that. And in ClickFunnels 2.0, it's like, it's supposed to be, so easy. Like, you don't have to do any of the techie back-end stuff. Just click a button automatically and you authorize ClickFunnels to connect to your domain provider, and they are supposed to update all the DNS records for you, and then it should be connected. But at least in my case, there was one record that was missing, which I don't know, maybe ClickFunnels just assumes is already on your domain, but mine wasn't, because these were brand new domains. I hadn't even touched them at all. And of course, no documentation to say, hey, by the way, be sure you have this specific DNS record, because we don't put that one in there through this automated process. Nevertheless, I put it in there, got connected. It still doesn't even show, though, in my ClickFunnels 2.0 account, that those domains are like fully connected. It says it's still securing them, meaning it's putting in the SSL secure, whatever that means, SSL security on those domains. Although when you go to the domains, it does show that they are secured with SSL protection. And the customer service guy just said, well, it's just not updating the user interface to say that everything's good to go. So another glitch, whatever. Not that big of a deal, aside from if somebody's sitting there waiting for it to change over to be like green light, you're good to go. Just be aware, you should probably just go ahead and check it. Check the domains, type it in, see if it's secure. Don't wait for the ClickFunnels GUI, your little portal, to get updated, because at least in my case, it did not. Other thing I learned through talking to the customer support dude, just via email back and forth, was I had originally intended to have like my main PhD secrets domain, .com domain, as my like the homepage that I've shown you. It's been built up. And then from there, for individual like sales funnels that I build, those would be associated with different domains that I've intentionally purposed for having set up as a single sales funnel. And then, so that homepage PhD Secrets would just link to those other domains, which again then have those other sales funnels. Well, apparently within your ClickFunnels account, like everything is tied back to just one domain. That is your site domain. And when you create a funnel, all you tell it to do, you tell ClickFunnels to do, is you have to create a page. So it's phdsecrets.com / whatever sales funnel 1 that ties to your that ties to a specific funnel. I can't use one of my other domains for that funnel, which is kind of perplexing, because I know people do this all the time. I mean, you always see like various random funnels that people have set up that are, some unique specific domain. buymycrapsoftware.com. That's a sales funnel. And that same person probably has something else. As join my newsletter, joinmycrappynewsletter.com. And that's a different funnel. And I have to imagine they were able to do that in ClickFunnels 1.0, have all those domains, just tie them to the different funnels that they wanted to. But I don't know, I said like you can only have one root domain tied to each site in your account, but then there's no way to like create a second site. At least I've looked all through the interface, and maybe, I don't know, something's turned off. I don't know the right membership level, or I don't know what, but yeah, so that was the last question I sent back to him that I haven't got a response back yet, which just doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. I'll keep you posted as I learn more. So anyway, but I did get the main phdsecrets.com loaded up, connected to that nifty homepage that I showed you yesterday. So the other thing I was working on tonight was starting to build out, additional pieces of what gets linked to on that homepage. Specifically, I worked on a pop-up. This is amazing. Never had a pop-up on any of my websites before. So again, keeping with the magneticmarketing.com theme, big button says join our news, sign up for our email newsletter. You get a free no BS newsletter. So you click that button. It doesn't take you to a page, it just takes you to a pop-up. And all they ask for is your email address. Boom, click that button. So then your email gets added to their list, and then it takes you to like a thank you page where you then have a link to download the No BS newsletter. Okay. So I was working ClickFunnels 2.0. I see where you can edit or create your pop-up on your main site. So I did all that. Again, mirroring or modeling the magneticmarketing.com pop-up, which is the same as marketingsecrets.com pop-up. Worked out the formatting, had to figure a couple things out. But then one dumb thing is again that ClickFunnels 2.0, they're building tons of options for formatting. Like you would think by looking at it, you got every option you could think of. However, of course, inevitably, I find something that I can't format the way I want to format it. And it's not even something like super niche. It's something that everybody's going to use building any of these sites, which is the input box. So when you're asking for somebody's email address or their name or whatever, you should be able to format what the font of the text that they're inputting looks like. Seems pretty basic, right? Well, it's not so basic for some reason. And I'll show you here in a sec. There's no way to change it. I played with all the settings that I could to try to edit that font that goes in that stupid little box to collect the email address. Every way I tried, I couldn't get it to work. I swear to you. So I recorded a 3-minute video to send that to customer support tonight. So we'll see what they say about that tomorrow. And again, maybe I'm missing something easy, but of the options I have in my ClickFunnels 2.0 account, I cannot find either in the style guide or in any of the individual font settings, nothing that ties back to the font that's in that stupid little input box. And I deleted it multiple times, redid it multiple times. Didn't work. I swear to you, it did not work. So it was a little frustrating, but at the end of the day, I got everything. So I got the functionality, meaning you go to my homepage, click on the button that says I want to subscribe, pop up, type in an email address, and I also ask for first name and email address. Boom, hit the button. That email gets collected, shows up in my contacts in my ClickFunnels account, that's pretty sweet. And again, web forms I've dealt with on many iterations, going back to way old days of coding everything in HTML and CSS style sheets and these sorts of things. Where getting forms to work was always a nightmare. Even to more recent days using WordPress. It is a lot easier in WordPress now than it used to be, but nevertheless, it's always still a question. But here, obviously, that's a big thing that ClickFunnels tries to simplify, is you don't have to worry about all those details of how those forms get collected. And this is just collecting an email address. Fingers crossed when it actually comes to people ordering something, it should be the same, I think. In terms of, I just say, hey, I want an order form here. I need all this information, credit card. And then I assume when they hit the button to buy something, the magic's going to happen. Money comes to me, the heavens part and the angels sing or something. So anyway, that all works. The functionality works there. And then it drives to a thank you page, which I put in some stuff. Again, Magnetic Marketing, what they do is offer them to download an electronic copy of the print newsletter that they normally send out, just as kind of a teaser. I thought yesterday maybe they sent them to sign up for the membership site, but they don't actually do that. So, and maybe that's fine. At least gives people a little bit of a feel for what's in the newsletter. Of course, then on Magnetic Marketing site, they've got a link to their main sort of video sales letter, where they have their MIFKI, the most incredible free gift ever, for signing up for the newsletter, which of course Dan Kennedy's, they got 8,000 courses or books or whatever they'll give you for free if you just sign up for this newsletter, which I don't have, but I'll figure out something else to offer as my most incredible free gift ever. And of course, I will have to create an initial newsletter that people who sign up here will be able to download. So that's something I originally didn't want to do per se, but I guess I can work my way through one of them to at least have a template to use. Oh God. Okay. Anyway, let's go look in the old ClickFunnels and I'll show you what I got working today. All right, here's the ClickFunnels 2.0 account. Let's go to Sites and Funnels. I'll show you this little domain issue I was having, domains. Okay, so you see I got a bunch of domains here. And they all just say securing, status is securing, but they're already secure. So That's a bug. Let's go to a site overview here. Okay, so you got your site overview again. So this is just seeing that you can't click on this site. There's no option to like add sites or anything like that. You just get a site, and that is tied to a domain. But you can edit that here. Just your site title, and then yeah, you just drop down boxes where you can pick the domain. So I've got all those domains I loaded, as well as you get one that's a subdomain of myclickfunnels.com that just is automatic, comes with your account. You can use that without having a custom domain. Yeah, so you tie that to one domain. Okay. And I don't know, a bunch of other SEO tracking stuff here. And so that's the domain for your site. All right, so then if you had a funnel over here, which I did, oh yeah, I did work on my resume template funnel, which is what I guess I'll drive people to from advertisements or something. But you edit this funnel here, and domain, you can't actually pick these other domains. I see, like, I don't even know why that's an option, because the URL is still based off of your root domain for the site, which is phdsecrets.com, but and then whatever your slug is that you have there, right? So there's no way to change this root domain for any funnel. So I don't understand that. And I don't know if you wanted a different root domain for your funnel, how you even would do that. So that's something I don't have an answer for yet. In any case, let's go back to the site, to the main site. So if you're curious, if you haven't watched this or you're following along at home, trying to do your own thing, your pop-ups is in the upper part here, pop-up. You do show pop-up here, boom, that's your pop-up. So I created all this, formatting and everything. Again, modeled, magneticmarketing.com. And again, so here is those stupid input boxes, right? So you see that the font is kind of small, and I don't even think it's Roboto, which is the font I'm trying to keep standardized across everything. And I won't get into the details here, but there's various label options. You can change the size of the box and all that. You can get into some of the details of the label, but this doesn't actually, I won't go through it, but these font settings are for the label of that input box, not for the actual, what gets inputted into the box. So, yeah, and there's some other label states here. I've tried all these options. None of them do anything. So that was my question to customer support. But anyway, then, so yeah, you're going to click this button, and that's going to collect this information and push you through to a thank you page. So let's go to a new incognito window here, phdsecrets.com. For the 1.5 peoples of you that will ever watch this video, please don't start spamming my site with your email addresses. But in any case, so I want to join. I get the pop-up. These were just what I had previously. So first name, Pete. Enter my best email address here, Pete@Pete.com. Click this button, join, submitting. Bam, takes me to this sweet thank you page. I want to thank you for joining my email newsletter. Download, so again, I'll have to actually create this thing, and then they'd click this button to actually download the PDF directly. And then below this would be some information once I create once I have a funnel that's, I guess, my VSL for joining the membership program. I would have a link to do that here. Would be the plan. that's it. That's what I got. That is the progress today. I did a couple of minor things, formatting, added other buttons, put some other links that also link to this, back to this pop-up page, etc., etc. But that doesn't do anything yet. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed now. So hope you all had a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.